Hawaii's best music, Magic 89.9.
Yeah, man. They're listening and watching.
Time now is 5:36 on the clock. The boys are out this afternoon on a happy Monday. My name is Slick Rick.
This is Tony. I believe Gino will be working with us online as well. Sam is away. So we have a great show
Long
for you guys.
vacation, right, for Sam?
Yeah, I believe it's his birthday getaway. It's his birthday in a couple days. So I guess he decided to take the whole week off and celebrate early in the U.S. of A. I believe this is Essa's first vacation in the U.S. She's never been to the U.S., so...
Really?
Yeah. It's her... That's why it's going to be a special trip for her.
I guess there's a first for everything.
Hopefully she doesn't experience any Asian hate.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's rampant.
It's pretty bad.
Oh,
it's pretty bad.
Good luck to the...
And that
did you see the one that was going around? I know it's in our group. The one happened in the subway.
Oh yeah, that's nothing compared to what happened with the family who was beaten to bits and pieces in the parking lot, and the court order was not found guilty. There was lack of sufficient evidence for racial hate. So I think it's 2 years community service. And I'm not sure if it was the Guerrero family. Oh, man, I'm not too sure, but it was a while back. But yeah, they beat up the father and the mother, and the kids were there too. And it was a Caucasian American. It was an American man, Caucasian, that was basically just shouting, and it escalated to where I believe the father got beat up, and then the mother as well by the dude. And it went to court, and now they're protesting. The Filipinos or the Asian Islander, the Pacific Islanders, are grouping together to actually protest to change the laws. And I'm not too sure on the details of it, but it's pretty heated in that part of the U.S. where that happened. But I think it was just 2 years of community service, something like that, which is...
That's like nothing.
I mean, if you look at the video of how they got pummeled.
They got jumped.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just imagine 67-year-old, your dad and mom getting beat up in a parking lot in midday. This happened midday. I think I even posted it on my Instagram way back. It happened way back. I think it was just after the pandemic, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah,
crazy.
I mean, you think that we're having our troubles here in the Philippines? U.S. is also just as crazy.
It's volatile.
Everywhere around the world. You got fires, you got storms.
I mean, that Hawaii fire, that was pretty crazy. I mean, just seeing that for all the before and after pictures, it was just like, wow.
So
it's like
my friends
crazy.
Been posting about it, and I've been hearing a lot of stories how it was actually, I don't know if this is true, with social media these days, it's done really well, but I'm seeing and hearing from the locals, from the local native, I don't know if they're native Indians, but they've been owning the land for centuries, and they will not sell out. So this was the way the as they say, the people with money was the only way to take it away from them if they would actually burn everything. And obviously collateral damage is the rest of the people within the vicinity. And if you look at it, the locals, even some Americans that have moved there, are now stating on TikTok, Twitter, this could be just BS, but they're saying it was premeditated. The fire.
Oh.
Yeah.
So kind of like what happens here, like say in the squatter area.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's just gone, and then a condo rises up, or there's some mall.
They're saying that it was orchestrated because just how vast the fire went and how quickly it just ate up everything and burned it. And so and if you look at it, people there it's been I think 1 week now with no food and water. Some locals tried to drive to Laihia, where majority of the damage was done, and the obviously the help, the ration of food and water was rejected by land. They turned back. So now what the whole local Hawaiians did, they got friends on their yachts, speedboats, and they came around.
And then, nice.
And the worst thing is, yesterday, there were I don't know. Okay, so I'm when you have a crisis like this, if there was a fire in any parts of, I guess, in our beautiful in Boracay, Palawan, in Batangas, Anilao, if there was a crisis, would you still have tours? That's the question. Would you still have tours during a major crisis like this, especially in the same town, in the village where the majority of the damage, a lot of the locals don't have money and don't have a house or a home. So there was actually a group of tourists scubaing and diving within the area. They had tourists come in and check in within the area, whichever hotels was still open. The tourists were able to enter and roam around, which was upsetting the locals.
Yeah, that's wrong. That's so wrong.
You know what? I don't know, man, because if I was a tourist and I'd kind of want to go around, right? But at the same time, you got to be mindful and think of the lives. There were more than on paper, they're saying that it's a news blackout, right? The locals are saying that the news is total BS, that there are thousands have died, and it's not getting out there. There was
because it's just reported about 89, 90 people.
Yeah. It's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 people have perished, have burned to death. And one of the locals made a TikTok, and he goes, I don't know how this TikTok works, but the news is pure BS. And there are more lives that have been taken than what the news reports. So, it's unfortunate to talk about this stuff on a Monday, but our hearts go out to...
It's the state of the world.
Our hearts go out to those in Hawaii, and it's unfortunate that it's happening. Even in Chile, did you see that clip on Threads? I think so. There was a laser beam that came out of the sky. I swear, it was like super. It was like Marvel comics. It was like a Marvel movie, and this old man was obviously just, I guess, had his video phone on, and he was videotaping I think he lives
the scenery.
I think he lives in a condo, or maybe he lives in an apartment. But his camera was on, and lo and behold, this laser comes out of nowhere and just ignites something. And everyone's like in shock. Now everyone's like wondering, where are they testing a secret weapon, a laser weapon? We don't know who's running it. We don't know who owns it, but it's wild. You should check it out. In Chile. It happened like this weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta search for that one.
I was doing some research, and wild. Alvin, if you can check it out, it was on Threads, where I saw it on Threads, and then, but it happened in Chile.
Just imagine if you saw that like in real life, and then you're just like, oh, what the hell? You're like not even sure.
Yeah.
You remember like when, I think maybe a few years ago, it was in Russia.
Okay.
There was that dash cam of the meteorite just falling, and people are like, oh my gosh, it's like the end of the world. It's like, holy crap. I mean, I don't know. Just the feeling of that, it would just be so surreal that you'd be like, is this a dream? It's just like, oh crap. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But I think on a more serious note and talking about locally, I know a lot of people have or people who have tattoos more or less are already branded the stigma with people with tattoos in this country. I know for a very long time that people are basically, when you back in the day, if you had a tattoo, it's either you did some time in jail, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, through the years, it's become part of pop culture. It's become part of who you are in terms of fashion statement.
It's an expression.
Yeah, I mean, dutan, you know what I mean? Tattooing, the tattoo culture is huge here. It's big. It blends into hip hop, rock, skateboarding, to
Basketball.
Yeah, but basketball I think is later. I find that basketball was late in the tattoo game because they didn't allow it. NBA players weren't allowed. Dave Stern didn't allow it at that time. But it represented the band scene, the hip hop scene, the rock scene back in the 90s. I mean, if you look at majority of the people that or the music that we listen to, more than half of them in the 90s have tattoos. You know, and only now athletes, because of social media and of course in terms of sports, everyone has a tattoo now. Now I think it's more or less it's accepted that you can actually be hired because you have tattoos. Before you have tattoos, you would not get. And speaking of, what's up to Mikey Reyes, who turned down a 6-figure job.
Damn, Mikey.
Congrats, man.
Because
Turned out. I think I saw this one, yeah.
they refused to put him on if he did not wear long sleeves.
Yeah, to cover up the tattoo. What? It's a good way to make a stand, make a point.
Yeah.
Although I have seen.
But Gino,
arguments
would you? I would wear sleeves.
I would say
6 figures? Yeah.
bro.
I'm like, I don't need to prove about my tattoos, but give me the money.
But I think as
show me.
is very, very passionate about tattoos. I mean, obviously, when a guy has that many tattoos, you know that it's like,
it's
part of who he is. I have a tattoo, but like, I'm not as passionate as other people about it. I for sure, like if it was a 6-figure thing, then by all means I would cover it up, because I get din naman na parang from a company's perspective, if that's their stand on things, in the same way that hey, you should respect people with tattoos, then you should also kind of respect people who don't see the same thing about tattoos, diba?
Yes.
Na parang if it were like, let's just say an equal opportunity kind of thing, then it makes sense to stand up against it or whatever. Like if it were like pero ito kasi, it's a gig. You know what I mean? So parang, I think that the company is still medyo backwards in their way of thinking. And just because you have tattoos, you're not kid friendly. I know so many people who have tattoos who are some of the nicest people. And I know people who don't have tattoos who are complete assholes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Thank you, Gino. Thank you. I don't have any tattoos.
And the tattoo doesn't make the person. It's just their expression. So, I mean, but you just really have to understand is that, okay, if this company says that, okay, we just don't want, our audience to see it.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's 6 figures. You know what? Go for it. Sayang.
Sayang eh. Iba tayo eh. Kailangan natin ng pera.
Oh, exactly. Si Mikey, I don't need money.
Si Mikey, no. I do this for the love. Ayun yung magaling.
But I think...
But like, kunwari, si Tones. Sabihin natin, in the 2000s, some people were saying na yung mga tao na may piercing, jologs. Hello, Tony? Jologs? Come on, bro. Come on. It's really just... Yeah. It's not an indicator of whether or not you're
how you grew up
person, how you're it's also not an indicator of intelligence, because I know that like for a lot of the boomers out there, automatically they think that like, oh, if you have a tattoos, you're a convict or you're a
that was
person.
Back in the day.
That was exactly
that was the narrative na pag nakapasok ka sa sa preso, paglabas mo, may tattoo. That was the marking of, okay, you did time, right?
Yeah.
I think that was the narrative back then. But now, but for Mikey, the reason why was the answer they gave him was because it was a family day and there will be kids.
Yeah.
And he didn't like it so much. So he said, do my tattoos make me bad for kids?
Yeah. That's not the case. Yeah.
And I wanted to ask the parents out there, and whether you have tattoos or not, does it really affect kids? Tattoos, on the minds of these kids, the children, obviously minors.
See, it's funny is because if they're saying that it'll affect the minds of the kids, but then the thing is, if you look at like some of the candy now, don't they have like the tattoos that they
like the exactly. I mean, even back in the day,
even back in the day, the sticker, way back. Even Big League chewing gum had like stickers where you water it, and then you peel it. And
it stays
and
there.
then you have
if you let's just say kids love to draw on themselves, isn't that essentially the same thing? Or if you have a henna tattoo, is that bad? Yeah, exactly. Diba parang it's just art. It's a preference. It's what you want to do with your body. And maybe in a religious aspect, there is something that you can say kasi parang technically, diba, like there's a saying na parang, what is it?
Your
protect your body, it's your temple kind of thing. But that doesn't also mean that you have the same religious beliefs as a person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my body was a temple, Gino. My body was a temple. Matagal na giniba.
Hello, what have we done to desecrate our bodies? Diba? It's something as simple as like not working out, not being healthy, not exercising. That's already a desecration of the temple.
Or alcohol. Just imagine how many of you drink
vape.
every week, and so
it's it's so selective. Alam mo yung parang, this makes you a bad person, but this doesn't. You know what I mean? Like it's really just so kudos to Mikey, honestly, like because again, from the three of us, if we were in that position, I would have just covered it up because it's 6 digits, bro.
Hey, where you can't find that every single day, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Hello.
Which also just goes to show his dedication to his tattoos. No?
Yeah. Hey, what's up? How you doing?
What's up, man?
Doing good. Well, actually, I have tattoo myself and I have 3 kids.
Okay.
So, ako personally, I don't see any problem. I mean, we are in 2023, diba?
Yeah.
I don't think being judged of having a tattoo on your body is fair.
Okay.
I would say actually, in fact, I've been looked at differently before. I would say that, at the end of the day, people are free to do whatever they want with their body. And, my kids always ask me whenever I make a new tattoo, what does it mean? And so I kind of guide them, walk them through that, this is, each tattoo has to have a meaning and etc. So for me, I don't see any point. So I'm actually, was listening and I agree with the decision that,
If there's anything that you have to basically, para let me know if you agree or disagree with me here. But I think if there's one thing that you want to kind of impart to your kids, it's that like if you are gonna get a tattoo, like make sure it's something that you really want because it's permanent.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, that's what I always tell even my friends.
Don't have to
when they
regret
ask me. Correct. Make sure that every tattoo has a meaning, so you will never regret it.
Have you ever been discriminated because of a tattoo, Italian Stallion?
I've been looked at, not really discriminated on.
Sexually or in a offensive?
Hey, damn.
No,
Because I know some girls that really get turned on with tattoos. Like they're like, oh.
Yeah, the same way that some guys get turned on with tattoos on girls also.
Yeah,
Diba?
the tramp stamp, right?
Like, what difference would it make? Like, I know so many women who have this, like, the rib cage tattoo.
Oh yeah.
Right, and they have like maybe a Bible verse in there or something. You know what I mean? Like, okay,
or the new one, the one down the middle.
Yeah, in the middle of the chest.
Sa baba ng cleavage.
The symbol of
right in the middle of the chest.
Of the
right? It doesn't mean anything. Like even if you have a Bible verse tattooed on your body, it also doesn't mean that you're like a nice person. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Or if you have like, well, it's true. Because it has no bearing.
I mean, you could have none and you could be the worst person in the world.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Think about it this way. Adolf Hitler probably didn't have tattoos. You know what I mean? But look at him.
Yeah.
Was he a good person? I don't think so. You know what I mean?
That's true. Well, we don't know if he didn't have any tattoos. I didn't check his body.
For example, like the company that was trying to hire Mikey, baka, I'm just saying, is that maybe they had a bad experience from the past, and then
Or
it just
just
carried over.
Very old.
No, it's just
school
old fashioned.
way.
I don't think they would have hired him if he had a bad experience. Usually, you don't hire another host if masama yan.
Ano lang siguro, actually, it could be the events company rin.
Yeah, I think he actually stated in the text.
It might be the events company, kumbaga parang dictating that instead of the client, instead of the company.
Mikey even said on the text, how about if I can actually impart something good?
Some knowledge,
You know, what if I have some nuggets of wisdom to impart on the kids, and these tattoos I'll be looked at differently in a more positive manner rather than in a negative manner.
Yeah.
So he's got a point. I mean,
So look at it this way, bro. Like let's just say it was Chris Evans. Would they have done the same thing because he has a tattoo? Diba?
he's Captain America.
All of the Avengers, original Avengers have tattoos, bro.
yeah.
Not only that, if they I would have, like it happened to me in the past, they asked me when I went to a few interview, okay, it's okay for you to wear long sleeve every day. But they didn't
Every
point
day,
out my tattoo. It was more about the attire for me to wear.
Yeah.
It didn't sound discriminating.
But you know
simple
that
as
the reason, kumbaga, kasi if they're asking you to wear long sleeves because it's company policy to wear long sleeves, then it's fine.
Yeah. If there's a uniform, kung may uniform, okay, fine, all right. Formal, but it wasn't. It was wear whatever you want.
Pero that actually puts up a really great point also. Kasi like let's just say it's a long term, like let's just say you're corporate and they're hiring you. People are probably gonna say, "Oh, it's discrimination because you're discriminating against people with tattoos."
Especially in this day and
Pero
age.
if it's a short-term gig, like kunwari ito, one event lang, parang people don't necessarily share that same opinion of, "Oh, it's discrimination."
Yeah. But
No?
but mind
They're
you,
a little bit more lenient, but technically it should be.
11,000 people commented. 11,000.
So many people
right?
have tattoos on their bodies.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, and the main thrust of this is he said, he's probably listening now. I've already made more friends and achieved more things being myself than I could ever have trying to be someone else.
True.
So him showing his tattoos, piercings, of whatnot, his style, that's what makes him him. And he wasn't gonna budge. So
Good on you, man.
kudos to him.
Good on you.
You should have called me to host. I don't have any tattoos, so
Si Tony, quick sub na.
Sub na lang tayo. Sub na tayo, bro.
he told me it was family. It was family. I was like, oh, okay. Maybe Gino, Slick.
Give us a call, whoever.
Thanks,
that
Emiliano.
All right, bye. Take care.
Thanks, man.
All right, man. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Ingat. Nice to hear from you. We got another caller. Hello?
863-10899. Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Ibang point of view naman yung sabihin ko kasi mostly nagsasabi yung parang at this age
For
and
the
time
tattoos.
na ano pa siya, parang pinapansin pa. But basically yung kay Mikey, for me, no, parang ni-request naman sa kanya ng maayos nung
Oh, yeah.
sa kanya.
Yeah. They did.
But sa frontline, like in frontline Pilipinas, naka long sleeve siya or naka Americana siya.
Tama.
So sana dun din nung ni-request sa kanya, although he turned down naman yung politely rin naman.
Yeah.
Oh, maayos din naman pagkasabi
For
niya.
me, yun lang yung naging dun. Na sensationalize lang.
Yeah, I think if they communicated where, hey Mikey, pwede ka mag long sleeve kasi yung event namin medyo formal.
Right.
Instead of can you cover your tattoos?
Yeah.
You know?
But yun din, no? Tricky rin, no? Because essentially, you're lying about
it's the delivery. Right?
It's the delivery. I agree.
It's the delivery. It's like comedy, you know?
Parang
It's like
naging moral issue siya bigla eh.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And then Mikey wasn't gonna have it.
And siguro for Mikey's ano rin, like for his TV show, he probably does it on his own. Kumbaga, they never asked him na parang, cover up your tattoos.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the case. But maybe that's why it affected him differently also. Na parang, hey, all of a sudden, like, why are you asking me to cover up my tattoos when it was never an issue?
You know, it was an issue here too. I used to come in with a sando. And then HR, when we still had an
masyado daw
HR.
distracting tones eh. Alam mo yun?
I used to come in with a sando, chinelas, and jogging pants, right?
This
is
like tension in the
2001.
This guy was
Guns,
the original guy that would be wearing the gray jogging pants.
Did you see that article now? They're not calling it wife beaters anymore. They're calling it wife pleasers.
Wife pleasers?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's ridiculous.
So I used to wear a wife pleaser,
Wife
pleaser, like almost every week, once a week at least.
Yeah.
And I used to work graveyard, so 3 to 6 in the morning. I'd walk out of here around maybe 7 a.m., 8 a.m. and HR gave me a friggin' letter saying I will be reprimanded. This is the first warning. The second and the third, I'll be suspended. And I'm like, for what? Wearing a sando to work. Apparently,
thanks, man.
It's
Meron
not
bang ano?
it's not
Meron ba tayo?
pleasing to the apparently someone in the office complained that my attire wasn't appropriate. Someone, the AEs or one of them actually told Tita Mel, who used to head our HR, that my outfit was inappropriate for office attire.
You know why? Because it's just too distracting.
It's distracting, bro. Your guns were just waving all over the place. Alam mo yun,
Guns
parang,
blazing. I mean,
hirap na,
right in the morning, you're just like, wow. And then all of a sudden, you see the jogging pants. This is like, what is that? King Dingaling.
Oo. Alam mo yung, bakat na nga sa taas, bakat pa sa baba. Di ba? Mahirap na tones.
Parang may lawsuit.
Ano
May lawsuit.
Pero yan, I'll argue na maybe, first off, I don't think it's in our contract na meron tayong dress code.
Wala.
Office dress code.
We do not have a dress code.
Office attire.
Office attire. So maybe that's kind of understandable.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, maybe it's because like some of the old school AEs, they're just like, oh my gosh, what's that?
Yeah. Like, it doesn't look like you're going to a place of business. Diba? It's not
But
like
then-
long hair. You know what I mean? Like before, diba, everybody had so much shit to say about people with long hair. Na parang
Or
it
even
looks so
spaghetti straps. I think some schools, some all-girls schools are still not allowed to wear spaghetti straps. St. Paul, Miriam,
Good thing-
Veda.
At least for
Assumption.
not only at a college level, guys were not
Cisco.
allowed to come in t-shirts. You have to have-
Adamson.
dapat collared. No open-toed sandals also. But then again, it's Opus Dei, so you know that's probably why. You know what I mean? Like, they had
Is
more
that UAMP?
restrictions with dressing? Yes.
Oh man, yeah. You guys are pretty strict there too, right?
Pero weird nun kasi parang, bakit yung girls pwede mag-open-toe sandals pero lalaki hindi?
What's the
Parang,
difference?
Like they're both
Yeah.
feet,
What
right?
is that? What
I don't know,
was the theory on that? What was their explanation?
You don't go up against religion. You know that.
Yeah, that is true.
When
don't
you're
question
going
it.
in, if you're going to a religious school, just don't go up against the religion.
But didn't Jesus walk barefoot? Right?
Exactly, bro.
Di ba? Wala nga siyang sapatos eh.
Oh.
Is that why Kanye West refuses to wear shoes? Nakatapak lang siya eh. Walking in Paris. It's crazy. He's walking in Paris with no shoes. Along
He's
with
doing his own thing.
with his wife. My goodness, I was like, wow, he went from Yeezy, the most wanted shoe, to no shoes at all.
Maybe that's his do line. You know, for the freedom.
I don't know about that. You know,
Barefoot walkers.
with everyone pissing on the streets of Metro Manila and spitting, there's no way I'm walking barefoot in this
Barefoot?
city.
Yeah, no.
Hell no, not in this city. I see too much.
Hindi, tsaka leptospirosis, bro.
Oh, bro.
Parang pag nagkasugat ka sa paa mo, tas wala
na. How did he die? He wanted to walk barefoot along the EDSA.
He wanted to be grounded.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Lepto got him really good.
Yeah, yun pala. He got grounded. Tapos yun, he went up to God.
Ayun, no?
Yeah, 8631089. Do you have tattoos and have you lost a job opportunity?
Opportunities,
Yeah.
or have you ever felt discriminated on because of your tattoo?
Or what did you gain because of that? Maybe may lumandi sa'yo kasi,
Oo.
yeah, the tramp
diba,
stamp.
every time, kunwari, pag Taco Tuesday or may Viva Max, ang unang tinatanong nito, so how many tattoos do you have?
Boy, si Slick yun, ha?
Can I see? No, no. Okay, I'll
Tell
take
me the
this one.
story behind it.
I'll take this one. I was like, how many tattoos do you have? See, Tony, can I see?
Ayan.
Can I see the
I always
one?
check after the show. I never check during the show. Here we got a caller. Hello?
Yes, good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
Hi.
Yeah, I just would like to share yung bago ako magpatato. Sabi ng nanay ko, magpapayat muna daw ako.
Okay.
So,
I get
pero wala
that.
siya nagawa na nasa balat ko na.
Okay.
Andun eh. Diba? Andun eh.
Well,
Pero did your mom ever give you a reason as to bakit kailangan magpapayat ka muna bago ka magpatato?
Mukha daw matabang na adik.
Ang ganda. Sakit ba? So kung pumayat ka, tapos nagpatato ka, essentially, mukha ka lang addict. Ganun.
Yeah.
Mukha lang matabang adik.
matabang ang adik. But kung pumayat ka, tama lang yung adik. Tama
lang.
So, nung nakita niya,
Masayang adik.
Nag-post ako sa Facebook ko. Una, yung proseso ng pagtatato, sabi ng kapatid ko, Kuya, mama, si Kuya nagpatato. Tapos sabi ng tatay ko, ano pinatato mo? Elepante?
Oh, grabe.
Grabe naman. Kung yung ibang tao na discriminate sa labas, paano pa sa loob ng bahay mo?
That is true.
Yo,
True though.
That's true. I mean,
Filipino
there
parents
can
are some of the most brutal when it comes when
Asian parents.
Oh yeah, yeah, Asian parents. Yeah.
Mali yung kung wala kang right mindset for having a tattoo, syempre ikaw masasaktan ka. Pero sa akin, kinuha ko na lang siya as a friendly joke or kahit sabihin ng pamilya mo. Parang
Just let it slide.
Isang mode ng usapan sa loob ng bahay.
No dirt off your back na lang.
Kasi ngayon, pag nagtatanong sa akin, kasi I have Japanese kanji tattoo sa braso ko. So, pag tinatanong ng ibang kakilala ng tatay ko kung anong meaning, ano ibig sabihin ng tattoo ko, sinasabi ko, mataba ako.
Galing.
Yun lang naman.
Silence na. Wala na. But thank you, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks for sharing.
But
8631-0899.
I know a lot of my friends prior to getting a few tattoos, their first tattoo, hindi nila pinaalam sa parents eh. They got their first tattoo and hid it from mom and dad.
Hello, some of the people in Magic are like that. Parang nakatago lang for the longest time. Tapos ngayon, ang dami na meron.
Sino kaya?
Kilala tayong ganyan.
Sino kaya?
Wow.
Wala siya dito. Sasabihin ko.
Hello?
It's magaling yung style eh. Minsan yung kukunin na tattoo, yung connected sa parents nila. Para,
Oh, we lost her. Call back. 8631-0899. Especially females. I think females, within the Philippines, I don't know about other parts of Asia.
yeah.
But when you get your first tattoo as a girl, guys think it's cool.
Yeah.
But the parents, nako,
Not so much.
right?
Not so much.
It's like you're
That's
sacrilegious.
something to say.
It's like you ruined.
Tsaka may levels pa yan ngayon. Kumbaga parang if you have a tattoo in your like lower back or your arm or your shoulder or somewhere that's hidden, then it's not so If you have an arm sleeve, then it's like, whoa,
Yeah.
damn,
Yeah.
arm sleeve.
Yeah.
And then it's another level when you actually have tattoos on your face. Then it's like,
Oh, na iba yun.
Yeah,
you know what I
Iba
mean?
yun,
Like,
iba yun. Pag
you're
sa
about to
mukha.
sacrifice a coat now
Hello?
or some shit.
Hello?
Hi, good evening.
Hi.
Hi. Share ko lang yung experience ko. Hindi naman ako, pero I attended the baptism of my pamangkin. And yung pare, grabe. Kasi may nagpabinyag doon. Yung parents ng bata, may tattoo. Then yung mga ninong-ninong may tattoo rin. Then during the baptism, pinaparinggan ng pare. Sabi ko, grabe naman po pare na to. Parang masyadong discriminating naman.
Paano sinasabi? May naalala ka pa doon sa sinasabi ng pare?
Parang sabi, yung mga dyan, yung may mga tattoo dyan na dapat hindi magandang example yan sa mga bata.
I think that's the priest that was hiring Mikey.
Diba? Tuting nga, pinabinyagan nila yung bata, diba? Sa simbahan, diba? Ibig sabihin, they believe in di ba?
Oh, and then,
Religion.
hello, di ba if you look at the Bible, Jesus didn't even judge a prostitute.
Yeah.
Alam mo yun, parang... and that's
I don't either, Gino. I don't either.
I mean, like,
I'm the last.
what a hypocritical thing.
I welcome all women.
Kaya nga, di ba? Kaya yun. Yun lang, boys. Yun lang.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, that's nasty, man.
8631089.
Do our interns have? You guys have tattoos?
No, we're not allowed.
Bawal.
Not allowed. But do you have anything against people with tattoos?
None.
None at all.
Do you like guys
Very
with
good.
tattoos?
Yeah, actually.
That's the interesting part. Is that, for example, like if a guy has a tattoo, tapos what if they meet the parents of the significant other?
Yeah.
Tapos do they get
Ayaw.
judged agad?
Hindi, kaya usually
I wanna hear
pag
some of
ganyan,
those stories.
Pag medyo conservative yung parents nung girl, cover up ka lang, di ba? Delikado.
Oh, yeah.
Pag
You
yung
know,
mga family
so-
outing na sa beach,
Oh,
kasi
I
syempre
got-
maghuhubad ka.
Let me tell you this story. So my friend got this girl pregnant. Their kid's at 21 years old now.
Oh.
But when he first got her pregnant, he had to travel to Alabang every day, right?
Right.
And look after her. And man, this guy never wore long sleeves in his life.
But had to because he was...
Oh yeah, this guy has no polo. He doesn't own a polo, but
Yeah.
because he had to go see the girl at her house. At that time, I think she was 17, 18 years old.
Yeah.
He was 30, and so he would have to full sleeve. His whole body was covered in tattoos,
Right.
chest, back, butt, legs, thighs, calves. Lahat na. So he wore pants, he wore long sleeve, he even wore a jacket. And he's like, bro, I don't know how long I'll last. I don't know how long I'm going to last because this family's killing me. They're making me crazy. And I said, yo, just be yourself. And he's like,
Yeah.
lo and behold, na-deport.
Na yun. Ganda. Good advice, though.
Well, he kind of laughed.
Advice is
He kind of left on his own free will, but at the same time they're anong tawag doon, may sampang silang they
Sinampahan ng kaso.
yeah, something like that, something along those lines for something. Yeah, it kind of got really
Toxic.
yeah, it got dirty. It got really dirty. So he decided to leave, which sayang. I mean, he had a career here. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, we lost you.
Oh,
Next
lost.
one. Hello.
Hello?
Hi, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Hi.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
First time caller.
Okay,
long-time
great.
Listener.
All right. Thank you for calling.
Ako may tattoo ako sa arms, no? I want it visible kasi.
Okay.
Okay.
That's my personal preference.
Forearm or
Forearm, sir.
forearm?
Forearm.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Yeah,
kitang-kita talaga.
Kaso, ang trying to break the stigma kasi doctor ako.
Ayun.
Oo. Medyo, ewan ko, kung old school thinking yung pagkakatiwalaan mo ba yung doktor na
May tattoo.
ganun yung
Yeah.
itsura or something. Pero,
what's your practice?
I see patients naman. I'm in nuclear medicine kasi.
Nuclear medicine.
So,
Okay.
I see patients but not so many.
Not so many. All
Pero
right.
hindi ako hindi ako nagko-coat or something or naglo-long sleeve.
Okay.
So,
So,
usually,
kita talaga siya.
polo or something.
Galing, ha? Okay.
When you did
Yeah.
that, like,
That's
you
fine.
you had the intention of like really making a statement and like being okay, I'm gonna put this on my forearm where
I don't
everybody
know
can
naman.
see it.
Ever since
Okay.
bata ako, I think I've been drawing on myself eh. Gusto ko talaga
Yeah.
yung tattoo.
Yeah.
Gusto mo na talaga. Okay.
That's where it starts.
Actually,
That's fine.
May kilala kong orthodontist. Yan
Yeah.
din ang ano niya eh. When people look at him,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they are apprehensive na, dentista
Alam
ba?
mo ba ito yung ginagawa?
Oo, dentista ka pala.
Ayun, oo, may ganung stigma, no? I think
Yeah.
Yeah.
old school thinking.
There is a stigma na with if you're a person with tattoos, medyo it's on a negative, right?
Yes.
It's not so positive. But I think for young girls, positive siya for guys eh.
Yeah. Pati yung hair.
It gives that bad boy effect.
Pag may tattoo.
eto.
Ay, bad boy.
The real deal.
But yun nga yung thing technically, it should be nothing at all. Like, it shouldn't be a positive. It shouldn't be a negative.
Yeah.
You know
Okay,
what I
but
mean? Like,
honestly,
it
Gino,
shouldn't be an indicator
Gino
of being
Slick.
a bad boy either. Because I know some of the biggest nerds have tattoos.
yeah.
You
But
know what I
let me
mean? Like,
let me ask you this: when you see a girl, in high school or college with a
Yeah.
tattoo,
yeah.
what goes on in your head? What's
Was
the
I still in high school?
high
Was
school,
I still-
college? Yeah, or
I was then. Yeah, of course. Like, that's what I would think.
bad
of.
girls,
Because yun nga eh,
pasaway.
You were still not the smartest tool in the shed. Alam mo yun,
Like,
parang-
wow.
Oh. Parang
like,
like, you know, the belly ring?
Oh, the
Yeah.
belly. Oh, the belly ring gets me.
The belly ring. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, whenever I would see it before, I'd be like, damn.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Bad girl to.
Yeah.
Pero wala naman siya bearing eh. Alam mo yun, parang...
Oh, what about a tongue ring? I know. What's your definition or your explanation for a tongue ring?
Okay naman siya. Okay naman yung experience.
Tapos when you see like,
Maganda yung extra
wow.
sensation.
Right?
You're like,
right?
wow.
The only reason I can think of why a girl gets a tongue ring is to give pleasure. Aesthetically, I don't know. Physically, it's painful. It can get infected. But
Yeah.
some girls get it because they want to please their guy or their girl.
Some people also get it because they want to play around with something on their tongue all day long. It could be an oral fixation too.
It's really
Yeah.
their thing. You know,
Yeah.
we respect that. Go.
Sobrang favorite ko yung, alam mo yung piercing dito, like right
Yeah,
below
the lower lip. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a classmate in high school who had that. Obviously, when he was going to school, because I went to a Catholic school, he'd have to take off the actual
The whole,
piercing.
yeah.
And then he would drink water, and then he would make water come out of it like a fountain all day long. And like, we were so like, ha ha ha, that's like the best shit ever. It's so entertaining.
It's the little things in life that you.
I know.
Thank you.
There are other
Thank you, sir.
For example, if you see a bartender with a tattoo, parang like a woman bartender with a tattoo, you're like, wow.
Right. Or like a soldier. Diba? There are professions na I feel like people are okay with people having tattoos.
Yes.
Yeah, but why is that? Why is that?
It's
Yeah.
because of the common misconception na parang
It's also the culture that they're in. I guess like bar scene.
Yeah.
And then say being a soldier, obviously you got to wear it on your sleeve.
I kind of want to know who was the first person to put a Bible verse on them. Like whose idea was that? And then it became like wildfire like maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah, it became
Yeah.
a thing, right?
Yeah, every girl started getting on the rib, on the side. I was like, "Oh man." And then one girl,
si Sam meron, di ba? Deuteronomy? Deuteronomy. ba?
Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy na naman.
Patay tayo dyan.
Buong Bible verse.
Oh, ito, Tristan Abane says, imagine Bible verse tattoo on chest while having lustful sex. My goodness gracious. Yeah, I couldn't focus. If
I bet you.
I bet you can still.
No,
you can
no.
omit it. Like after a while, you just be like,
no.
Or if you're trying to last longer, then you read it. Alam mo yung parang, okay, that's a way to prolong it. You know?
Hindi,
But then
hindi.
if she starts to slap Tony's like, yeah,
it's like
this is it,
kryptonite.
This is it.
No. But yun nga, that's the point. Like, you can have something tattooed on your body that is so, what people see as like either religious or vile.
Yeah.
And it should have no bearing on who you are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just kunwari, parang, if I have a tattoo of like a dog on my arm, does that mean I can't be a cat person anymore? You know what I mean? No. Like, it's just one part of who you are,
Diba when like Harry Potter came out, ladies, they had the
Everyone started getting the wand.
Thunderbolt.
Yeah,
The Thunderbolt.
You're like, yeah, look at that.
Si Tones, yung devil dick niya, pinatato niya ng wand.
All right, let's take a quick break. We have on the show later on, I believe, Bella Padilla. Also, who's coming? Bella.
Tones, baka ma-invite ka na naman sa premiere.
No, this
Yo,
is a movie, Tony.
It's not me, Gino.
Tones, alam mo
Hindi,
naman.
not me,
Ikaw
Gino.
yun.
Yo, ikaw.
I was you.
Yo, she
Bella
kn-
Padilla and JC Santos.
Yeah, she knows
Wish
you,
you
bro.
were the one. Wish You Were the One. That's the movie.
Yeah.
That's
Remember, it was Gino Kill You More on the
Tony
seats.
Tones.
No.
As in, literal, nandun yung pangalan niya.
Oh,
DJ
shut
Tony
up.
Tony.
It was you. I don't even know her. And we also
right.
we also have Master Master Delpe also on the show later on this evening. Really quick brief recap from last week. We're talking about sex and longevity. Can sex reverse your aging?
Breathing.
And so we'll find out questions on that and all sorts of stuff on sex and longevity and life force. And if you are having issues, how can we help you? Or how can Master Delpe help you and have a functioning and satisfying sex life with you and your partner?
Lively.
Sexy time. Today's best music, Magic.
There's a place where I feel safe, a place where I can be me. It's your pure love.
Give your family pure water, pure love. Absolute.
Always safe with your pure love.
Pure water for the family. 8-liter Absolute.
Magandang balita para sa mga kababayan nating miyembro ng 4Ps. Sa ilalim ng Lifeline Rate Program ng pamahalaan, maaari kayong makatanggap ng deskwento sa bayarin sa kuryente simula ngayong Setyembre. Magparehistro lamang sa inyong distribution utility o electric cooperative, dala ang mga sumusunod: duly accomplished Lifeline Rate Application Form, pinakabagong bill ng kuryente, any valid government ID. Kung ang metro ng kuryente ay hindi nakapangalan sa inyo, magdala rin ng barangay chairman certification na nagpapatunay na ikaw ang nakatira sa bahay ng pag-aari ng ibang tao. I-download ang application form sa Facebook page o sa websites ng DOE, ERC at dswd.gov.ph. Tuloy ang pagtulong ng pamahalaan tungo sa bagong Pilipinas. Magparehistro na sa lalong madaling panahon.
You have the power.
This is a public service announcement from the Department of Energy and the station.
Step into your best outfit, put on your favorite lipstick, and invite your girls for the ultimate GNO at Silo. Ladies get in for free from 10 p.m. until 12 midnight every Wednesday to Saturday. Get ready to slay the night and strut your stuff on the dance floor. For reservations, book online www.thepalacemanila.com or contact +639 17 680 8888.
Bring out a happy you with a wide range of health and beauty brands in Watson's. With helpful pharmacists and reliable beauty advisors in Watson's, you can choose from our wide range of health and beauty products. Shop over 1,000 Watson's stores nationwide or download the Watson's app. Don't miss this chance to check out your favorite health, wellness, and beauty brand. Look good, do good, feel great, and bring out a happy you with Watson's. Look good, do good, feel great.
Power down at night. Before bed, make it a habit to switch off lights, TVs, and computers. Give yourself a restful night's sleep while conserving energy. Remember, every small action adds up to make a big difference. Let's work together to conserve energy and create a better future.
You have the power.
Energy efficiency starts with you.
This is a public service announcement from the Department of Energy and the station.
Magic 89.9 is DWTM. Broadcasting from Metro Manila, Philippines. Home of today's best music. Everywhere you go, there's magic. In schools, your hangout places, downtown, uptown, and all around town. Everywhere, there's magic. Magic is everywhere. On air, online, and on ground. We are Magic 89.9.
Summertime makes me come alive, makes me think of you. Sunny skies turn starry-eyed in this never-ending June. I got lost on my way home. The street lights turn gray, so I made up my own way. I'll drive till the colors fade. makes me come alive, makes me think of you. Sunny skies turn starry-eyed in this never-ending June. I got lost on my way home. The streetlights turned gray, so I made up my own way. I'll drive till the colors fade. I get carried away, lost in a daze. I can't complain when all I think about is you. I get carried away, lost in a daze. I can't complain when all I think about is you. You.
Today's best music.
Magic 89.9.
One, two, three, I've officially lost count, interest, faith, never mind the boring exit.
It's all better with Magic 89.9. Today we drive into the future with a new Hyundai Stargazer. Stellar performance, stunning design, with daytime running lights and an H signature tail lamp to illuminate your every ride. Built smart with Smart Sense technology, keeping you and your family safe in every drive. There's really nothing.
I know, hun. That's why we bought it. Let's go.
Okay, hun. The new Hyundai Stargazer. Let the future move you.
Dad!
Test drive now. Stargazer, the new Hyundai Stargazer. Let the future move you.
Magandang balita para sa mga kababayan nating bahagi ng lower income bracket. Sa ilalim ng Lifeline Rate Program ng pamahalaan, maaari kayong makatanggap ng diskwento sa bayarin sa kuryente simula ngayong Setyembre. Magparehistro lamang sa inyong distribution utility o electric cooperative dala ang mga sumusunod. Duly accomplished Lifeline Rate Application Form, pinakabagong bill ng kuryente, any valid government ID, at certification mula sa inyong Local Social Welfare Development Office o SWDO. Kung ang metro ng kuryente ay hindi nakapangalan sa inyo, magdala rin ng barangay chairman certification na nagpapatunay na ikaw ang nakatira sa bahay ng pag-aari ng ibang tao. I-download ang application form sa Facebook page o sa websites ng DOE, ERC at dswd.gov.ph. Tuloy ang pagtulong ng pamahalaan tungo sa bagong Pilipinas. Magparehistro na sa lalong madaling panahon.
This is a public service announcement from the Department of Energy and the station.
Step into your best outfit, put on your favorite lipstick, and invite your girls for the ultimate GNO at Silo. Ladies get in for free from 10 p.m. until 12 midnight every Wednesday to Saturday. Get ready to slay the night and strut your stuff on the dance floor. For reservations, book online www.thepalacemanila.com or contact +639 17680 8888. Today's best music.
Magic 89.9.
Realist, Easy Mill, and Eminem. If you guys like that one, do vote for it. Incredible song. But yes, it's that time where we have our special guest, our friends from, I believe, Viva One.
From Viva. They got a brand new movie that's going to be showing in theaters soon. So
Gino will be actually there at the red carpet as usual. He's always one of those guys that shows up.
I think he's red carpet ready.
He's a big supporter of all of Viva's movies.
Okay.
I'm only his plus one. I'm only his plus one. Yo.
So we got JC Santos and of course Miss Bella Padilla with us. All right.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Yo.
Hi everyone.
What's up?
Hi.
How's everyone doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Could be better. Could be better.
Yeah, may COVID silang dalawa, so they're working from home.
Oh, wow. That's a complete
PUI. So they
I'm so healthy, bro. I can smell you all the way from here.
They refuse to get the bivalent what's that?
There's that
variant.
What is that?
Yeah.
The new
variant.
I don't know, but I know it's only available for like seniors and frontliners.
Yeah. Dr. Tony Liachon, what's up? He's hooking it up, but I kind of
pwede ka na. Seniors in frontliners. Pwede ka na.
Show up your card. Okay na.
Wait,
But
totoo ba to? Is there a new
Hindi, wala.
variant?
Well,
there is a new there is a new shot.
There's a new shot though. Yeah,
there's a new shot.
More than
Actually,
just one strain.
See, Doc got it maybe a month ago.
But there's a lot of doctors going against it. There's a lot of fake news. So, as Dr. Tony Liachon said, there's a lot of fake news, but also a lot of worries with doctors in the States saying, eto na naman tayo, another shot.
Yeah.
Because we're so careful about the stuff that we put into our bodies.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I was just watching that documentary.
Yes.
Not documentary, the show.
Is it
The new show on
Painkiller?
Netflix called Painkillers.
Painkiller. With
Yeah.
Matthew Broderick.
Actually, a doctor put
He's so good in it. I'm so happy he's back.
Yeah, he's fantastic. I mean, my first movie with him in it that I recall is Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I don't know if you guys have seen.
Oh, I thought you and him.
Yeah, true.
I don't know if you've seen
I was about
that.
to say, Tony.
That's-
Were you in your teens when you were watching this?
I was
Yeah, nahalata yung age mo doon.
minor pa ako. I was like maybe 8 years old, 10 years old.
Yeah, right.
Bata pa ako,
You were
bata.
38 when it came
Bata
out.
pa
so
ako,
it's okay.
bata.
So it's okay. But speaking about
Congratulations,
movies,
JC.
yeah,
I haven't
talk about
seen you.
guys.
I haven't seen you in a long time. It's been a while. I know you have family now. You're domesticated.
Yeah. My daughter is just just turned three years old in 6 months now.
Hey,
congratulations.
School.
Oh,
So,
congratulations, man.
I got to deal with that.
The letting go and at the some
Yeah,
degree.
yeah.
And it's only just
And-
begun. Yeah.
and how much it is.
How much it actually costs.
Yes. You're just like,
Yes,
what?
yes, yes.
It
The
costs that
we
much?
haven't even talked about the movie yet and I'm getting teary-eyed. You know?
Nagulat din ako surprise Akala ko parang, preschool lang. Yeah.
Damn.
Then, what?
Bro, yung preschool nila mas mahal pa sa buong college ko. Wow.
That's true.
But of course,
Kung nasa UP ako, it's just 17K. Di ba?
oh, diba? Yun pa.
Ngayon.
Mahirap kalaban. But again, congratulations on the movie. Can you tell us a little bit more about it? Like, wish you were the one. What was it? What is it all about?
And Bella's gonna explain
JC, do you
that.
want to go? Wow.
Did you write this,
Thanks.
Bella? Ikaw nagsulat? Ikaw.
No, not this one.
Okay,
Not this
okay.
one. So I'm just an actress here, not part of the creative team. So yeah, we're directed by Derek Albrido. This is written by Enrico Santos, and
Oh my
the
gosh,
concept is, and I'm sure Boys Night Out listeners can relate to this. It's falling in love in 24 hours.
Ay,
marami
Up your
tayong
alley.
kilala.
24 hours? That's too long. 24
Matagal
hours.
na yun. No, minsan na 3 hours pa lang. Okay.
I know.
Mga 30 minutes.
1 hour.
In the 3-hour window, I love you na. Tapos after 3 hours, break na rin kayo.
Oh.
Bilis,
Nakakaloka.
Pang forever to. Pang forever.
24-hour relationship.
Wait, that's so specific though. Falling in love within 24 hours is that
Yeah.
essentially like the premise of what happens in the movie? Na parang you only hung out with each other 24 hours and then like you're already in love?
Actually,
Yeah, pretty
that's
much.
the
So,
question. Yeah. Tinanong niya yung question if it's possible. And then we tried to show some of the things that you can do in just 24 hours. And then,
So a lot of things you can do in 24 hours.
Love, paano,
Yeah.
Well, Tony doesn't call it love if it's 24 hours.
I mean, have you guys fallen in love within 24 hours? I mean, it's pretty hard these days. But I mean,
yeah.
I'm not
I
one.
certainly have not.
Yeah, I certainly am not. I don't know about Gino.
And I think a lot of people will argue that within 24 hours it's not love just yet. Diba? Parang like, you know, it's probably what is it?
Infatuation.
Infatuation.
Yeah, or just longing or something, or just a sense of, I don't know.
Yeah,
general
but to
desire.
call someone the one in just 24 hours.
That's wild yun.
That's a little bit too quick.
Yeah.
Magkano ba ang ano? Usually my
bakit may price?
Oo nga eh.
Usually may escort yan eh na in love ako sa escort ko eh.
Hala. Keeping come up with a song about that. Oh, stripper. Yeah.
Wrong movie.
I love the stripper.
Hello with the stripper. Oh, so who else is in this movie? So who else is in this movie and who do you play?
What characters do you
JC.
play?
JC.
Kasi it's a 24-hour period, diba? So we just met in a wedding. We were both guests, and then we're looking for our ex.
Okay.
Diba? So
Both of your exes are in the wedding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nagkataon lang.
Wow.
Kaya naman pala nagka-in-lovean, di ba? You're so emotionally vulnerable at wedding.
Did you talk to Sam YG about the script? Kasi this is like
Right up his alley.
this was like 3 weeks ago. Parang
Okay.
Kasal na yung tao.
this was like 3 weeks ago. I didn't know what to do.
Tapos wala pa siya dito. Yun.
Wala pa siya dito. Wala sa defense whatsoever. Okay. So, all right. So, you're at a wedding. Essentially, you meet each other there. You're both kind of looking for your exes at this wedding.
Yes. So my character here, ano siya eh, he's one of the guys na kumpleto yung love sa family niya. Alam mo yun, yung parang I know how to take care of my family. I know how to love. I know
Right.
I know what love is. I have my own standard.
Yeah.
So ano siya, parang determined siya that he can actually really fall in love in just 24 hours.
Okay.
So that's my character.
So medyo loosely Ted Mosby-ish siya. Parang like kind of in love with the idea of love.
Yeah.
Love's beyond love.
Yeah. May something. Yeah.
And how about you, Bella?
So I play Astrid here. I play naman the complete opposite of JC. Super devoid of love growing up, and so she's very cold, I guess. And also, she go-getter. She went to the wedding with horse blinders on. You know, she had the purpose for going to the wedding, and eventually JC's character just screws up her whole plan in life.
This is exciting yung mga ganun eh.
Gino,
para yung buhay mo.
Like, what happened here?
Gino's like, this is just like Sam YG's love story. He ruined Essa's life. He just ruined it.
Nasira yung blinders ni Sam na Bachelor for Life. Dumating si Esa, kagulo siya.
Pero di ba si Esa also said in her speech na I was ready to be alone.
Yeah.
Pero all of a sudden, Sam came around. Yeah.
Funny
love.
things like that happen in life.
Love.
Kawawa si Sam today.
Wala. Bawal. He's not allowed to
Basta
come in.
Basta pag may nag-absent to.
Yeah, basta may guest na babae, bawal siya. So, we have to give the list of guests a month before para she can para she can go through the list, and then if she's okay with the guest, pwede mag-work si Sam. Pag medyo may jealous factor siya, hindi pwede si Sam pumasok. So apparently
Hindi pwede si Sam pumasok.
Yeah.
Ayos.
So who else is in the movie with you guys?
Romnick Sarmiento's here.
Oh wow.
Darren is
Awesome.
here. Award-winning guests.
Okay.
Grabe. So, kami. And Kian Cipriano's here. And yeah.
Nice.
Super fun.
Yeah, so kami, sinuwerte kami sa mga award-winning co-actors namin. Buti na lang kasama namin. So, yeah.
Where did you guys shoot this, San?
We actually shot majority of the film in Tagaytay. So the wedding happens in Tagaytay. But obviously, we also show a bit of our backstory. So we shot all over the place then.
Okay.
But yeah, a big chunk of it was in Tagaytay.
Nice.
In the Philippines, yeah.
You want to check out the trailer so we can find out more about it and kind of, ask about the rest
game.
Let's check out the trailer. Direct.
Here we go with Wish You Were the One.
So how did the two of you meet?
Doon kami nagkakilala sa fraternity initiation day. Alam mo yung mga neophyte, lahat trumarampa ng hubot-hubad, tapos may mask lang. Alam mo yun, yung patatoy niya. It's up, down, all around.
Yeah, I'm good na.
Nakikita doon eh.
I'm just gonna finish it.
Nung junior na ako sa isang university.
Yes.
Na may stall kami na nagbibenta ng mga seedlings. Dama de noche. Bigay akong halaman, tapos
Allergy?
Yes.
Oo, oo.
Naalala mo ba yun?
Naalala ko na. Of course, naalala ko.
I smell something fish.
Bali, yung invitation ko, naiwan ko kasi sa Manila. Nakapag-RSVP ka ba ng +1?
Oo.
Baka naman, napasok mo ko.
Bakit pa kailangan mong pumasok dyan?
Yung ex ko kasi nasa loob. Siya yung chef ng event.
Ako rin. Kailangan ko rin makita yung ex ko na may kasama akong girlfriend.
You have a deal. I will be your 5-minute jowa.
5 to 7 minutes.
Bilis mo namang napalitan si Zoe.
I know, right?
Babaeng ka na. Tawan-tawa kayo. Mamaya maniningil na ako Happy kayo eh. Happy? Zoe! Uy, nice to meet you nga pala.
I wish I could say the same. Joke. Halika, Alice. Dali.
Come on. Match na match kayo. You didn't think I wouldn't notice? It's like you're meant to be together. Parang tagal nyo nang magkakilala.
Well, so you know what Alice and I went through. Walang invento.
Salamat.
We met when I got allergic to the plants. Allergic ka rin daw? Coincidence. Or maybe it's just a made-up story.
There's no such thing as coincidence. Pati nga itong ginagawa natin, lahat to alam niya. May plano siya sa atin. Will you marry me? Sa isang saglit lang, alam ko na kung mahal ko yung tao. At alam ko, mahal kita.
Di ako mapagmahal na tao, Elise.
So, goodbye na pala to.
Bitin.
Medyo bitin ah.
Grabe, JC. Did you actually propose to her at the wedding that you were attending?
I can tell you it.
What the?
Hey, you gotta kind of spoil the story, Tones.
What the? What the?
People gotta watch it.
I'm
People
scared.
gotta watch it.
I'm scared for Bella. I'm scared for any woman where a guy meets her the first night, crashes a wedding, and then proposes at the wedding.
The one.
But dude, you know the funny thing is, I actually know somebody. I mean, they were kind of messaging with each other for like a while. The guy was abroad, the girl was here, and the first night that they met in person, guy proposed. They're still together till now, like 7-8 years already. Yeah, medyo wild.
Wow, that's
So
beautiful.
But
I guess it does happen.
No, but they talked through text, right?
Yeah, but they talked for like 3 months.
Oh,
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
that's
So it was-
still...
But at least
Yeah.
there's a base. You
Ito
know,
si JC malupit. Kami meet lang. That same
Hindi,
day.
pero technically, nag-meet na sila dati, di ba? Naging allergic nga daw yung character ni Bella with the plants, di ba?
Hindi.
No,
That's
that's the other girl, his ex. It's his
Oh.
ex. He's actually...
Yeah.
Yun nga, di ba? Parang there's that scene where she's like, or was that just a made-up story? Like,
Yeah, that was a made-up story, but with his ex.
Yeah.
That's
Has that ever happened to you, Tones, na parang, you know, you tell a girl something, tapos it was your ex pala in your mind, tapos parang kind of backfired?
And then everything is new for Tony, that's why.
Sa bagay, wala namang ex si Tones.
No, wala namang
Everything
akong
is
ex
new.
eh. Wala namang akong ex. So, I've never had that issue. The issue...
So walang feelings.
I think it's more on just I think if anything it's probably if I've done this already with someone. That's usually the case. Oh, have you done this already? Have you gone here? Have you done this? Oh,
Welcome back, sir.
Or who did you take? Or who have you taken here? Yung ganon eh. Because Manila is so small. Diba? Bella, JC. Manila is so tiny.
Yeah, and there are only how many date places that you can really go to. You're bound to take people on the same date places to some degree.
Yeah, and for me, I think being a bachelor for so long, I kind of have the places that I like going to, you know.
Yeah.
I have my favorite spots, whether or not.
Ito ba yung binababa mo na yung kamay mo tapos may number signal ka lang tapos alam na nila. Yun, no? Yun yung Tones, no? Tayo.
Iba si DJ.
Usual room, Sir Tones.
Same order po. Same order.
You got your crispy pata waiting for you.
Half chicken with pancit canton, please.
Yeah. Tapos chili sauce on the side, please. Thank you.
Usual spots.
Iba. But I mean, it looks very entertaining. I mean, just watching the whole trailer, it's like, okay. It's just like, okay, where's it gonna go? And yeah, I think a lot of people will really, really...
Saka marami talaga nadadali dyan sa ano eh. Oh, pretend to be my girlfriend.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Come on. We all know where this is going. You know?
No, it's because we actually talked about this one time on Boys Night Out. Is that if that person actually asked you, like, pretend to be my boyfriend, girlfriend.
Yeah.
Parang in your mind, like, ooh, baka may chance to.
Oo. Hindi, tsaka, pero syempre dependent yan kung sino nagtatanong.
Yeah.
Diba? Parang, if you feel like parang, oy, pwede to parang, oo ka. Pero pag feel mo naman medyo tsaka siya, hindi pwede, di ba?
Yeah.
Pag pumayag, di ba?
Pag medyo tsaka.
Pag medyo tsaka.
And it happens quite often here because it's so small, like I said. So, yung mga ex ng ex, lalabas yan. And then, kung may bago na yung ex mo, syempre, you're gonna pretend and ask your friend, "Uy, pretend na kasama mo ako ha. Kasi yung ex ko nandito."
For
may kasama."
appearance sake lang. Yung mukha ka na, yung parang hindi ka mukhang loser. Diba?
Yeah.
Kasi pag like, have you ever experienced, like you're in a club or something, tapos your ex-girlfriend is there, and she's super having the time of her life. Like, she's surrounded by like guys and, super laughing. And then here you are in a corner drinking your beer. And you're like,
Is this from experience?
so sad and alone.
Yeah.
No, I just saw a bunch of people doing
Yeah.
it.
Si Sam YG, na nakita ko na, nasa isang sulok.
What is he doing there?
May minmomol.
Yung ex, well, thank you guys for coming on. I know Bella and JC got crazy schedule, but please
invite everyone to catch it.
Thank you guys for having us. Go, JC.
Thank you for having us here at Boys Night Out. So actually, meron kaming long time following ng mga nanonood ng mga Bella JC movies. Na they think na every time we see in the comments na parang, JC tsaka si Bella, sige, saktan niyo lang ako, okay lang.
How does it feel knowing you're inflicting so much pain and so much pleasure at the same time?
Love it. This is the culmination of everything I've worked hard for. This is the plan all along.
now you know how I feel, Bella. All my life being notorious.
Hindi naman ako ng loloko, Tone.
Damn!
Joke lang.
Putting our foot down. What's up?
Oh, Bella,
Wait
thank you.
But check nga, may
Honest
first aid
lang
kit
yung
ba tayo
movies
dyan
ko
sa
to.
Magic? Parang medyo may burn marks kaya ata.
Oh, thank you, Bella. Thank you for reassuring our listeners.
Joke lang.
Oh, so nice.
That was good. That was good.
Invite everyone.
Oh, yes, but JC, please go on. Yeah.
Cinema.
Yes. We're actually still inviting people kasi nga meron kaming following from 2017 pa. This is our 6th movie na magkasama kami na laging inaabangan ng mga tao na sasaktan nila. And I think this is your chance again to feel I feel na nostalgic na yung pagsasama namin on screen ni Bella. So I think kung ano yung naramdaman nyo noong 2017, ipaparamdam ulit namin sa inyo yun. Sa lahat ng mga sumubaybay ng mga pelikula namin. And I'm inviting everybody who watched our 6 films to watch it this time. Kasi this time it's gonna be a romantic comedy. Of course, with a twist. And, ito yung idea namin ng fun
Manakit ng tao, no? Ay, what do you do for fun? I like hurting people.
Karma job, yeah.
Bella, please.
Yes, thank you guys. Thank you for always having us on the show for all our films. Thank you. And I haven't really said thank you to Tones and Gino for coming to my premiere last time. Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah, I was Gino's.
If you guys are free, my screening sila in Manila. I'm not sure what the date is. I won't be around, but if you guys want to watch, let us know.
Can you put Gino Killiamore again, his name?
Please
Para it's so nice to see his name. Na, ang grabe.
Respect the name.
Kailangan.
Kala mo part ng cast Yung bihis ni Tones, pangar talaga.
He's ready.
Ganun dapat.
Wow. Met gala
True. Ayan. So thank you guys. And also to everyone listening. I hope you guys are having a great night. And also please catch Wish You Were the One on August 23. This is starring JC Santos and myself and Kian Cipriano, Frankie Russell with Kalad Karen and the special participation of Mr. Romnig Sarmienta. So yeah, August 23. Samahan nyo kami ma-heartbroken ulit.
There you go. That's the invite of the year. Samahan niyo kami ma-heartbroken ulit.
Diba? Damay-damay to, guys.
Mas masaya pag marami.
Oo.
Damay lahat tayo.
Even the last movie, umiyak si Gino. Baka dito, mas lalo siya umiyak.
Wow. Oh,
He's a sensitive kind of guy.
My sensitive soul.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Guys, congratulations once again, and thank you so much for taking the time.
All right, JC.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bella.
There
Thanks,
you go.
JC. All right.
Check it out. Wish you were the one August 23 in cinemas nationwide.
I can't wait.
Gino be flexing stuff here and there every single day, bro.
Ito na naman tayo. Mag-flex na naman ba tayo?
Not only for the premiere, like with your big name there. It's just like, damn, Gino.
Oh, wow.
They're waiting for you, bro.
But you know what? With everything that's been happening to me, you know, like,
What's happening, Gino? What's
with
going
everything
on?
that's been happening to me, I just want to tell you guys that, like, I noticed that flexing, in when we're talking about flexing, there's only really one thing na gusto mo i-flex.
Oh, ano yan? Ano yan?
Alam natin lahat na marami tayong gusto i-flex, di ba? Pero ang pinaka gusto ko lang naman fini-flex, yung smart postpaid power pack SIM only plans. Yun lang. Yun lang.
Well, tama ka dyan, Gino. I also want to flex that my smart postpaid plan already has only 5G data for 12 months in select areas for as low as 999 pesos.
Hey, same as me, Poppy Tones. Of course, for as low as $999, your smart postpaid plan already has 20 gig open access data, only all-net calls and texts, only landline calls, and 12 months of Netflix mobile plan subscription on top of your only 5G data in select areas.
Alam mo, ka-flex naman talaga ang smart postpaid plan, mga bros. So, it's been awarded the best mobile network 3 times in a row. An analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence, data for Q1 to Q2 and Q3 to Q4 of 2022, Q1 to Q2 of 2023 based on speed and coverage.
Oh, I also want to flex that you can easily switch to smart postpaid plan without changing your number.
With that, switch to Smart Postpaid Plan, the Philippines' best mobile network. Analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data for Q1, Q2, 2023 based on coverage and speed without changing your number.
Okay, to all of our listeners out there, switch to Smart Postpaid Plan now and be able to flex their Power Pack plans.
Switch to Smart Postpaid Plan now.
Terms and conditions apply. Postpaid plan application is subject to credit approval. Smart Signature plans plus only 5G for 12 months. Promo date is from April 15, 2023 to June 30th, 2023. Extended until December 31, 2023 as per DTI Fair Trade Permit Number FTB 164557 Series of 2023. Smart Signature plans plus Netflix mobile bundle promo plans $999 and up. Promo date is from January 12, 2023 to August 17, 2023, extended until December 31, 2023 as per DTI Fair Trade Permit Number FTB 158952 Series of 2023. ASC reference number is S0132P071923S.
All right, coming up, we do have Master Del Pe in a few minutes. We'll just pick a couple breaks and play some commercials. And Big Pimpin' celebrating 50 years of hip-hop. They're celebrating 50 years. Here you go. This is Magic 89.9.
With diamond cuts to freeze them. First time they fuss, I'm breathing.
Yesterday's news has become today's blues, and I'm overcome. I didn't choose to feel this way. I got caught in the lights of some other man's spite, and now it seems as if my life bears the loss. I'm still here searching for everything I hold dear. I'm still here believing in you. Step out from the field, used to feel good. Yeah, in the old neighborhood, I could sense the respect of a passerby. Won't you step out from the field? I'm still here, feeling that good will have its day. Yesterday's news has become today's blues, and I'm overcome. I didn't choose to feel this way.
Yeah, you won't find me with a crew or in the cabin. I'm the captain on my ship. I'll be the first one clocking in and the last one on my shift. Bunch of keys in my pocket, my destiny in my grip. Don't take orders or submit, that ain't always a good thing. I don't think man was ever supposed to be king. Despite every sin on the power, do we cling? For me, it ain't malicious. My mission
ng pamahalaan, maaari kayong makatanggap ng deskwento sa bayarin sa kuryente simula ngayong Setyembre. Magparehistro lamang sa inyong distribution utility o electric cooperative, dala ang mga sumusunod: duly accomplished Lifeline Rate Application Form, pinakabagong bill ng kuryente, any valid government ID. Kung ang metro ng kuryente ay hindi nakapangalan sa inyo, magdala rin ng barangay chairman certification na nagpapatunay na ikaw ang nakatira sa bahay ng pag-aari ng ibang tao. I-download ang application form sa Facebook page o sa websites ng DOE, ERC at dswd.gov.ph. Tuloy ang pagtulong ng pamahalaan tungo sa bagong Pilipinas. Magparehistro na sa lalong madaling panahon.
You have the power. This is a public service announcement from the Department of Energy and the station.
Nagpapapigil sa baskil o amoy araw? Ligo lang with ordinary soap? Kulang! Get unstoppable protection with daily use sa #1 Dio lotion ng bayan, Rexona. 8 pesos SRP lang. Bili na sa suking tindahan.
Today we drive into the future with a new Hyundai Stargazer. Stellar performance, stunning design, with daytime running lights and an H signature tail lamp to illuminate your every ride. Built smart with Smart Sense technology, keeping you and your family safe in every drive. There's really nothing.
I know, hun. That's why we bought it. Let's go.
Okay, hun. The new Hyundai Stargazer. Let the future move you.
Dad!
Test drive now. Stargazer. The new Hyundai Stargazer. Let the future move you.
Energy Smart Cooking. Opt for energy-efficient appliances. Cook with lid on pots and pans and ensure to match the pan size to the burner. Save energy while preparing delicious meals. Remember, every small action adds up to make a big difference. Let's work together to conserve energy and create a better future.
You have the power.
Energy efficiency starts with you.
This is a public service announcement from the Department of Energy and the station.
Step into your best outfit, put on your favorite lipstick, and invite your girls for the ultimate GNO at Silo. Ladies get in for free from 10 p.m. until 12 midnight every Wednesday to Saturday. Get ready to slay the night and strut your stuff on the dance floor. For reservations, book online www.thepalacemanila.com or contact +639 17 680 8888.
Broadcasting from the heart of Metro Manila and heard around the world through www.magic899.com. We are the kind of magic that hits like this.
What it is, ho, what's up?
And makes you feel like this.
I've been gone for a minute. Watch me dance, dance the night.
So if it sounds right, it's gotta be right. We're radio's finest. We are Magic 89.9 DWTM.
All right, welcome back to the show, guys. And as promised, we have Mr. or Master Delpe. He's got many backgrounds. If you missed last week's interview, his background is very diverse. It's enriched with the alchemy of the best of the Eastern wisdom and Western practicality. So He's a spiritual mentor, miraculous healer, martial arts master, world expert of meditation, 8 tapes of yoga, a humanitarian, social transformer, engineer, philanthropist, and a spiritual entrepreneur. His expertise in the world philosophies, world religions, world cultures, direct learning and experience living in many cultures and traveling to over 100 countries while teaching and healing over 400,000 clients globally have led him to master life ahead of its time. And now he has dedicated his whole life to training students globally on spirituality, balanced life, strategies, and leadership through wisdom. So we want to welcome him this evening once again on this happy Monday. Master Delpeg, thank you for coming on the show again and gracing us with your presence.
Thank you, Tony, and everyone, Eric, Sam, and for inviting me again. I'm so delighted to talk to you again about sex and longevity. I think is our topic today.
Yeah. I think a lot of people they enjoyed it last week, and I mean it opened up a lot of interest. I think that's what's important. Is that okay?
I hope I did not decrease your rating.
Oh no. We don't do. Usually, if we have guests, it usually bumps up the ratings. And anytime you talk about sex, it really increases the awareness and the interest of our listeners. They're very open-minded. So thank you for gracing us with your presence. And speaking of sex and longevity, one of the questions I had was, is it possible that being sexually active can reverse the aging process?
Ooh.
I think yes and no.
Okay.
The first is yes, because when you have these happy hormones in your system caused by orgasm.
Okay.
Definitely you're happier, you're less stressed, and you're able to navigate the challenges of life easily.
Kaya pala stress ako eh.
Ikaw pa.
But if a person is oversex or hypersex and they drain too much their life force, their sex fire, there's a tendency that they accelerate the aging. And you can see people who are oversexed, they usually look like dried up. So I have seen
before the pandemic, Master, I was ang tuyot season is what we call it.
Pero na yun.
Ayun, wala talaga. It's been a drought.
It's a monsoon.
Yeah.
Monsoon. It's a monsoon for Tony.
Ang tuyot naman once a day.
Yeah. So how do we know if too much is too much? Obviously, is it
enough?
Yeah. How do you know that you're oversexed or you're undersexed?
Yeah, I think a lot of people are normal men, especially. You would do 2 or 3 times a week, and if you're young, you do it every day, or you start for the first honeymoon maybe 3 to 4 times a day until you're overdone, So a lot of people who are celibates, they usually have wet dreams only, nothing else. So
is that okay? Is that fine? If let's say someone is practicing abstaining or celibate, do they not have access to reverse the aging process with certain techniques? Do I have to have sex with someone, or can I just masturbate and reverse the aging on my own?
Self-healing.
Yes. Self-draining. Okay, there's a tendency that they have prostate cancer or prostate inflammation. So I do a lot of healing on monks, yogis, gurus, and celibates who are, including priests, who have prostate cancer or inflammation of the prostate, because they have been suppressing it for a long time and they didn't know how to sublimate or transfer the energy upward to their brain. Now, if a person is a celibate, yet they know how to transmute and use the sexual energy to bring it to the brain, to activate the neurons, or to activate the heart, to be able to be happier, then celibacy is useful. But in most cases, celibacy accompanied with guilt about sexuality and like taboo and they suppress their sexual energy, they tend to have prostate problem. Women, they have fibroids, myoma, and uterus cancer and something. I do hear a lot of nuns. I do hear a lot of priests, a lot of yogis who are celibates for, like I said, 20, 25 years. They tend to end up with some problems in their reproductive system. So suppression of the sexual energy is dangerous and very risky. So if people are suppressive in nature, they tend to be more sick. And of course, when people have cancer or prostate problem, they die younger, So lack of sex, especially suppression with guilt, does, I would say, stimulate tumors and cancers to grow in most celibates. Now, if a person is celibate, but they are learning how to transmute and sublimate the sexual energy, then it's very good for longevity.
Oh, there we go. So how do we do that without a partner? Let's say we are adamant about not having a partner, a sexual partner, but we want to harness this skill. Do you teach this at the resort that you're at up north?
Yeah, we have the seminar that will give you step by step on how to expand your consciousness or explode your heart, even you are single, by certain methods. Well, if people do not want to masturbate and release, when women or men, you can just put yourself into an arousal stage that is high enough, like go to 90 or 95% before the point of no return, and stop there, and you do a lot of compression of your anus, and you bring it up to your heart. If you want to have a very high, joyful, happy feeling all the time, you feel happy and so you can bring that sexual energy and pleasure to your heart area, and you can feel so handsome. Now, if you want to spiritually awaken your soul, instead of bringing that pleasure energy to the heart, you bring it above your crown or your head, and that will open up the portal to your soul. You become very intuitive. You become, I would say, psychic. You would develop a certain kind of power that can predict the future, or telepathy or ESP, because that energy that can be alchemized from the sexual energy, especially when you are already stimulated and aroused, that is the best lubricant for a lot of powers.
Wow.
That's what I teach people. And my book, by the way, I just show it? This book, if you cannot attend our seminars, has a lot of techniques on how to do this, whether you're single, whether you're celibate, or you're celebrating frequently. I think the book is the tool to learn and how to do all of this, especially people who are embarrassed to attend a workshop because they don't want to, be seen there.
Yeah. So we can just get that book, which is available on paperback and also online, right? There's
yes, it is.
Okay. What about the trending use of blue pills or obviously hormone replacement is really popular now. Nitric oxide. They even have, I believe, lasers and sound frequency to help stimulate people's sex drive.
Sex drive.
Are these
the blue
safe to use or at least sustainable?
Well, I have not used the blue pill or the Viagra, but some of my patients who are using
get back to me next week, Doc. I'm going to do this whole week.
He's going to test it
I'll
out.
be your guinea pig.
Yeah. The thing is, a lot of the people are using it. They complain to me because I usually heal a lot of people with impotence and erectile dysfunction. Okay. The problem is if they take it too often, I think they started to have blurred vision and hypertension. And I heard a lot of people who died happily in bed because they had the heart attack using the Viagra, because if they were already hypertensive and they use the blue pill, they tend to have a very high blood pressure afterwards, and plus sexual arousal, then probably their blood pressure becomes sky to the roof. And so at least if they die, they will die happily, right?
Yeah, yeah. Kaya pala malabo yung mata ko eh.
Yeah, right.
Hormonal therapy, for example, the testosterone. I think a lot of men today, even younger, are lacking the testosterone, and you can see that a lot of the clinics who are doing hormonal therapy in the United States, for example, in Latin America, they have a queue of men, even younger ones, who are going for testosterone, because a lot of people today do not have enough of that. If they go for a test, it's lower than normal. So testosterone makes you not only sexual, but it makes you fit, your muscle tones and your sexual power. With the nitric oxide, that I've used it before because it was given to me by my student who owns a pharmaceutical supplement. It does work. In fact, there are fruits that are very high on that, and they extract it also from what they call even the watermelon, I think. But you need
watermelon.
a lot of that.
Okay.
Yeah, and nitric oxide is one of those that can dilate the blood vessels in the penile region, in the penis, or it will dilate the blood circulation where you have more swelling or blood flow. So when nitric oxide is taken ahead of time, not only for sexual intercourse, even for athletic performance, you will have more circulation of blood and oxygen in your body and in the groin area. So when you take that supplement, I think there's a better chance that you have, I would say, a better grid or size, or it can give you more blood flow, so you have a better, more intense orgasm.
Wow. So
with respect to other like laser, I have not heard about it first, like real used by my clients. So I cannot comment on the laser.
Yeah. For people with obviously sexual dysfunctions, do they have to go to the resort up north in Ilocos Sur to see you? And how long are the sessions? Obviously, each individual would have a different matter or case, but usually, how long or what's the process in doing any of these seminars, like such as the I believe you have one coming up this August, sexual alchemy. It's 3 days. In 3 days, will that be enough?
In 3 days, you will have a lot of training, not only for the sake of pleasure. You can use it for higher creativity, mental powers, psychic powers, toning of your muscles and bones, especially women who have menopausal syndrome, where they're losing their density for bones and they have this osteoporosis. They can be trained by us to be able to do that. But they don't have to come here. If they do it online, we can do mentoring online and training online, and do a plan by which they can incorporate all of these. Plus, if they had menopausal syndrome, then we incorporate those menopausal problems, plus bone density enhancement, plus if they're having hot flushes, or if women do not have what you call the no orgasm syndrome, then we also do some corrections of energy. For men who have, say, problems like pre-ejaculation, we can teach them things online or in like a session online like this. And we give them some techniques to use certain breathing and certain kind of control on the left and right nostril. For example, just give a tip today. If you want to arouse your sexual energy, you can enhance it even you're older by breathing to your right nostril. So before sex, you can take 10 minutes or 5 minutes and just plug in your left nostril, and you just keep on inhaling to your right nostril.
All right, everyone in their cars, plug your left nostril and start breathing. Is it in through the nose and out through the mouth?
Yeah, only the nose, right nostril. So the right nostril is a technique where people who are cold, like even women who are cold and they cannot be aroused easily, like women tends to be like diesel engine sometimes. They take time to warm up.
Yeah, that's what they call me.
Compared
Diesel.
to men who are melting. So when you do the right nostril breathing for 5 minutes, it awakens your sympathetic nervous system, which awakens the nerves and the system that awakens your sexual energy and fire. That is one. Secondly, it is also good for digestion. If you have poor digestion, you can also do breathing to your right nostril before eating or after.
So
eating.
we plug the left nostril and breathe through the right. Okay.
Yeah, this one will give you a stronger, intense orgasm more than if you don't.
Oh wow!
Because this one increases the fire in the sexual region, which is more the male dominant, or the yin and the yang. It gives you more of the yang energy or the aggressive substance of fire. Now, if you have too much sexual fire, then you do the opposite. You inhale to your left nostril.
Oh, definitely, I do not have.
No.
The problem is if you have...
Tony doesn't want to lose that fire.
I need more fire, Master Delpe. More fire.
Yeah. The problem is if you have too much fire and you have too much
energy,
activity, you will have pre-ejaculation. So a lot of men who do have pre-ejaculation problems, they need to use the left to inhale, exhale, and they will calm down, because if you have too much fire, you will not last long.
Yeah, because you're just too excited.
Kaya pala slick, mabilis ako. Kaya pala so much energy.
Yeah, right. You're like a marathon man. Hello. You go 5 hours strong.
Yeah. Another thing is this mudra. This is a magical mudra. You know, like used by ninjas, yogis. If you do the middle finger on the right hand, there's most likely activity on the sex, like this. If you use the index finger, this is more spiritual awakening. You have less sexual energy. So that's why most people, the yogis, gurus, they use this finger to meditate, to not focus on the sexual energy, because they are either guilty of sex or they don't want to have sexual arousal. So they use the spiritual mudra or hand position. But for people who really need sexual energy, you need the middle finger to awaken the sexual energy. So for example, this is funny, huh? When you're like halfway in your sexual play, you know, you're having fun, but it looks like you're not catching up with the other person, right?
Yeah.
The other person is high octane. They're already on the 95% and you're still like almost 40%, right? So while you're doing your act, you can be, you know, whatever you're gonna do. Use your finger while you're catching up. It's like an accelerator.
Wait.
Tony showed me this move before.
Wait, Master Delpe showed me this trick.
So there's a use of the middle finger not only for poking. You can use this for acceleration and figure.
And
definitely acceleration.
And Master Delpe,
now you have two secrets.
It's just
4 secrets: the right nostril and the finger, middle finger.
And you just hold it for how long? And for the remainder of the whole evening?
Well, it depends. If you're catching up, then you need to do this until you catch up.
Oh, wow. Okay. That is interesting. Okay, so
before you go home, executives, maybe when the person is a taxi driver or driver, they can be driving like this, you know, and then by the time they go home or they arrive home, they're already ready. More fire.
Oh. So if I see someone commuting, Master Delpe, and they're doing this, alam na. You know they're
Fire
preparing.
is ready.
War.
Maybe you know that either they have heard this radio program.
Yeah. Okay. So the left nostril we close and we breathe through the right and we exhale through the right nostril? Okay.
Yes, just the right nostril, inhale and exhale. Right?
Inhale, exhale, not through the mouth. Okay. Got it. All right. And this workshop is happening, as I said, online, and you can be at the resort August 19th to 21st. It's the Sexual Alchemy and Divine Intimacy. How is this different from other workshops? Obviously, that there's many workshops online and also here in Metro Manila. But how is this one different from the others?
I think I can say my own workshop are designed to be very systematic and methodical. So if you have a question like that, I will give you the answer through solutions. It's solution-based. Okay. It's not like a lot of philosophy talking about the tantric and the Kama Sutras, and then at the end of the workshop, you don't know how to use it.
Yeah.
In here, it is always a practical application of every solution that I endorse. And also I speak about the spiritual aspect of sexuality that most people do not talk about in Kama Sutras. Or if you are mahilig sa Kama Sutras, I will also mention a lot of the things that you can do your method either to, for example, there are men who cannot impregnate their wife and they have a regular size of the tool, but they have a certain problem of positioning. So we discuss what are the best position to conceive a baby. Depend on the matching of the vaginal canal versus the penile size and the grid and so on.
Oh wow!
So
you actually can
discuss this openly in the class, because I think a lot of people attend my class are more mature in terms of the sexual aspect, and they are not intimidated by the topic. So, but if I have also priests and nuns who attend my classes, just for them to understand sexuality in a different perspective, so that they can advise a lot of the youngsters and the youth. Because today the youth are in trouble because they have hypersexuality without safety, and I think they get into trouble.
Yeah, I mean, we've been hearing some people who have a high appetite for sex and uncontrolled urges. Do you have something in the workshop to help us, or not help us?
Slow it down.
Not help me, but I mean
help you slow it down, bro.
Help those that are no control over their urges, who completely just are just have no regard for their safety of their health, and can't control their sexual urges, and obviously they are controlled by their urges instead of them being able to manage their sexual urges. I've been hearing stories. So can you help give advice, and will there be tips on how you can pacify?
Usually the hypersexual people, whether men or women, they have a lot of sexual energy pent up in the genital area and the back of the navel. So if we can reduce the pent-up energy that is driving them to be crazy about sex, they will have less urges. So urges are energy. It's not just urges of your feelings or your thoughts or your feeling of temptations. There are energies that are colored with red. A lot of red energy does make you hot. Sexual energy has a lot of red energy. That's why when you have younger people who are embarrassed, they get blushes. So they still have a lot of sexual energy. That's the one way that you know that the person is suppressing the sexual energy, because when they are triggered, they blush, they get red. So either men or women. So it means to say they need to release that congestion every day. For hypersexual people, they need to release some of the sexual energy weekly, either through masturbation or intercourse or our technique of transmutation. So one of the techniques that we teach is like, let me just show it. Like when you like this. You do that when you squish your anus.
Oh, when you breathe it.
You do that many times, around 20 times or 25 times, and that will jerk the energy to go up. When you do that before intercourse, you can last for a long time if you do 3 sets of 30 or 3 sets of 20, because the excess energy that is in your groin area and your adrenals will push up, and there's no more urge to release fast. So for pre-ejaculation, that is what I teach them before. Do it every day, whether there's love making or not, because they are just very congested, especially people who are guilty about sex. When you suppress the sexual energy, it's like bottled emotions or bottled desire. The more you suppress it, the more it becomes powerful. So the more they do not think about it, they would have, like, I have a guru, a student in India, and he told me that he's got a lot of prostate inflammation and he has also wet dreams every day. And I said, why? Because he'd been a celibate for 40 years. And I said, And I said, are you guilty about sex? Yes, because my guru told me that it's not good for me. So he has been suppressing his sexual energy for 40 years being a celibate. And I told him that's really bad. And he turned out to have prostate cancer. So I said to him, just keep on doing that breathing and transmitting the energy, and that will release some of the congestion. So men who are, I would say, congested, they have to be careful of having prostate issue as they grow older. Because if the prostate is not exercised, it does get inflamed easily, and then the hole for the urine will be blocked, and also the hole for the semen and the sperm gets blocked, and then people cannot conceive, cannot fertilize. Secondly, is when you always squeeze the anus and the perineum and exercise, the ability to control your tool is so good that when you release, it's like a fireman's hose.
Oh.
So that one also is a problem where a lot of men cannot conceive because they have low pressure.
Low pressure.
It does project. Doesn't come out.
Gusto ko yung nakakabulag eh.
That's too much pressure, bro.
Yeah. Well, you can blind somebody.
It's like a fire hose. Like,
Yeah. Delikado naman pag nakabulag.
All right. So for those that want to attend this workshop, what are some other pointers, and what else will you be doing other than techniques to help increase, I guess, performance, help in sexual dysfunctions that a man may have, but for the women that take this workshop, obviously not everyone is as open and I guess as how do you call this? Obviously, being in Asia, not all women are as vocal about this topic. So, what can they expect attending the seminar?
Well, we have a lot of women who are first timid and shy on the first 1 hour. But since we're always discussing something the whole time, after a few hours, they started to ask all those good questions, which they have been shelving for some time. And they're so happy after the workshop because at least a lot of the questions about their own personal issues will be eliminated. And we do a lot of healing of any sexual issues and blockages in this workshop. For example, people with hypersexuality, we do heal them. People with no orgasm or painful orgasm, or people who cannot achieve a high degree of orgasm. So, or people with pre-ejaculation or erectile dysfunction. So we do a lot of healing in the class, and by discussing many things, we also do healing on people's minds, because partly a lot of people's blockage of sexual performance is mental, not physical. If they go to the doctor, their testosterone is healthy, their progesterone, all their hormones are healthy for women, but it seems that they cannot get aroused, whatever you're doing. So when I look at them, it's their mind that is blocked, it's the emotions that are suppressed, and it's their beliefs from their old religion or their own parents who block them not even to enjoy anything. Yeah. So in life, I think the mind has to be honed and cultured with a certain degree of faith and beliefs and principles, so that the mind should be more free. Yeah. When the mind is narrowed down and intimidated with self-defeating beliefs, sexuality is not an enjoyable experience for a lot of people. So we heal a lot of the emotions and awaken their mind to think differently. And also their sexual energy has to be empowered through our methods. There are methods that can increase your density of power at the sex level, whether you release it or not. You will experience very intense pleasure when you have, implosively and explosively. Like there's an implosive orgasm and there's an explosive. There are 5 kinds of orgasms, and most people have experienced only maybe explosive orgasm, like more, I would say, clitoral or more penile stimulation only. But as you advance in the training, you will start to have implosive, that internal explosion, not only organic I would say, stimulation. And then you have also the heart orgasm, and then you have also the speech orgasm, and then you have the soul ecstasy. So there are many layers to pleasure. And the problem is most people do not have the high octane pleasure. See, they can have a pleasure, but just because the organs are engorged with blood and they have spasm, and that's it. A few seconds done, and then they don't have the urge anymore. If you are able to circulate the pleasure energy and bring it to your heart, you will experience heart orgasm. That's high, joyful feeling that feels more than happy, beyond happy, more inner joy, and you can be feeling so good the whole day or the whole week. And that can bring you that inner satisfaction that you cannot just find by just releasing sexually. Otherwise, a lot of prostitutes and a lot of people are always having orgasm. They would be happy by now if orgasm is the only source of happiness, you see.
Interesting. Okay, I'm going to try that out and see how it goes. Bring it to the heart. Did you say bring it to the heart? Right?
Yeah. When you squeeze okay, you have first to go to around 90 to 95% pleasure level. You have to be patient to arrive, be aroused at the higher level and stay there. Okay. If you are an expert, you can stay 99% for a long time. Imagine having 99 degrees before boiling point, 1 degree to boiling point, and you can sustain for a long time. Now that is more fun and more entertaining and more pleasure than if you release it in 10 seconds.
That's true. 1 second, Master Delpe. I just have to play this.
It's 7:40 in the evening. This time check is brought to you by the Department of Energy. You have the power. Energy efficiency starts with you.
There we go. Just a little public announcement for all of us. Time check. Okay, so bring it from. Did you say the during sex you bring it from the midsection to your heart? When you're
from your groin area.
Groin. Okay.
From your sexual area, you can do the squeezing method.
Okay.
You can go to oral sex again. It's not always like in internal sex. You can go to another foreplay or interplay. And then as you're doing that, you can be squeezing your anus and bringing the energy upward until your heart area.
Okay.
And from there, you'd evolve into a higher pleasure point where you can feel not only love, but it's like inner joy, and you feel so magnetic that you don't have to release sexually. And it can last longer by hours and hours. Most typical orgasm can be 10 seconds. You're lucky if you have a pleasure of 20 minutes. Imagine if you can sustain 20 minutes at 99%. That is more enjoyable than releasing in 10 seconds. So there are many.
We're not gonna kill anyone with my junk, right? I want the person to be able to live.
Well, it depends.
Right? I don't want to knock them out, Master Delpe.
Take them to nirvana, my friend.
Yeah, the thing is, if you go to that nirvanic, ecstatic, I would say experience, you will be. It's more than taking drugs or all kinds of
chemicals.
Because you'll be high for days, and if you want to stay in that high level, you will make everyone space out around you also. So that's like a little the risk of making people like very high. Like if you're around, everybody else just feel like they have drugs.
Drugs. Okay. I gotta take the workshop. Okay, so this is happening August 19th. This is actually this week, right? 19th to the 21st.
Yes.
And how can they sign up? Where do they need to go?
Where do they log on?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can sign up at bihcglobal.com. bihcglobal.com.
bihcglobal.com. Okay.
My website is masterdelpe.com. Yeah.
Okay. So masterdelpe.com. That's.
Or they can call you and you can interview them.
There you go. May screening process.
Yeah. Okay. Come over. We'll do the breathing exercises ahead of time. Please plug your left nostril.
Deep breath.
I'm not surprised when you start into, before you go home, you're just driving and Plugging
That actually sounds like a good idea.
When I go out to the clubs this week, Master Delpe, I'll be like,
our excuse is up and go to the toilet and, do around 5 minutes of that before you go back.
you know what this means?
You can do it like that.
Hey girl, what's up? How you doing?
Were you big girl? I've been looking for you.
The middle finger technique.
The middle finger technique. I know something different, but I think this one is much better.
I think this will produce a lot more.
So
the right middle finger has a lot of uses. So this is one of the uses, and the other one can be a substitute.
This is so interesting. I love it. So please do sign up, masterdelpe.com. Also, BIHC global.com to check it out. This is a great seminar for those that are either losing that spark and want to actually gain back that spark within your marriage, your relationship. Maybe you're not even in a relationship, but you want to have a full grasp on life, and you want to have that inner joy. Maybe this is something that you should take that leap of faith and join, and maybe it could actually spark something from within, and you may not need to have a partner, and realize that starting with yourself is is the way to go.
That's where it begins.
You gotta love yourself first, right?
Yeah. Oh, who knows? You can find your soulmate in my class. Because a lot of people there who come are not also married, and they're looking for solutions. They're looking for potential tantric connections, or the soulmate type of feeling.
Yeah. Oh, this is perfect. Okay. August 19th to 21st. I'll see you. Slick, sign me up.
Go.
Sign me up for the whole month.
That's all you need.
But thank you so much, Master. How can people follow you? Do you have obviously masterdelpe.com. What about your socials? YouTube?
Yeah. Well, Instagram, you can do masterdelpe.official.
Okay.
And then Facebook is just Master Delpe.
All right. Thank you so much. Also to your team, to Jamie and the rest of the crew there. Thank you so much for bringing you on the show. I can't wait to have you back again. We'll talk about something else next time.
Yes. And I'm very grateful that you included me in your popular show. And I hope a lot of your listeners today are empowered with this middle finger and the right nostril. See, the right. So I think if they will not forget, is this all right, Something.
The breathing technique, Master, is that 10 minutes? That's it? That's all you need is 10 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes is a lot. If you're young, 5 minutes, because otherwise you become sex maniac.
Oh. All right, let's do 30. Everyone.
All right.
Just before Boys Night Out, we'll gather from 5 to 5:30. We'll breathe 30 minutes.
Right before the show. Let's go. Here we go. Brand new Boys Night Out.
You can teach your father also. Their father might be at 25 minutes.
Okay, 25 minutes. Oh, so the older you are, the longer you go.
The grandfather might need 30 minutes.
The grandfather, okay.
But if they're bugnutin, you can teach that to your parents if they're bugnutin, because they don't have any more to play.
Yeah,
it might make them happier. Because they want maybe to do it, but they don't have
Has this been tested at all with grandparents doing the breathing technique, and it's increased their sex life?
Spirit is ready, but the flesh is not strong.
Yeah.
America and North America, they are more open to this. In the Philippines,
we have to be open.
Them want to talk when they're lost. Yeah, you have to be open.
Yeah. I think
a lot of the rich people, they like these things, because a lot of rich people are already looking for solutions, because now that they have all the money in the world,
Tony,
they have dysfunction down south. So what would they do with their money?
He's looking for the complete self. He has a lot of money. Yeah. He's rich, so
Oh
I
my
understand
gosh.
it. I see it, Tones.
Anyway, thank you for your invitation to be here in your show, and good luck, more power to the boys' night out, and hopefully, well, you can inspire the girls' night out also.
Yeah, definitely. We're very inclusive.
Shall.
So definitely, it just happens that the hosts are boys, but we're definitely very inclusive to all. Thank you so much, Master Delpe. Have a great evening.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.
There you have it. You can ask your questions and check them out online. Also, check out the book, Sexual Alchemy and Divine Intimacy. It's available online at masterdelpe.com. Also, BHIC Global. Check them out to find out more details on this wonderful workshop. And you never know. I mean, I can't wait to go.
You could improve your life.
Yeah. It's all about
one step at a time, and break down your notions of what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, because
your mind and
obviously
learn something new.
It is taboo, I mean, being Asian alone, not Southeast Asia in particular. I mean, when sex is never talked about in the house, diba? Nahiya tayo eh, diba? But to think about it, we all live in the same house. Tito, tita, lolo, lola, mom, dad. So does that mean we're never gonna have sex?
Someone's got to be doing it.
Someone's doing it. You just can't hear them. Someone's having sex. There's 120 million Filipinos. Okay, more or less 115. Someone
Unless
is
it's
having
Tony.
sex. Someone's
Unless
having
it's Tony. The thing is, you will hear he's doing it. 100%.
That's why the motels are very popular. Maybe there should be a Master Delpe Inn. Diba? Master Delpe check-in. And then you have your books. Yeah, you have your books, your CDs, and when you walk into the room, hi, I'm Master Delpe. Let's do this breathing technique before we begin. Maybe we should have videos and stuff. Boys' night out.
That could work.
Oh my gosh. But thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow. Taco Tuesday, we have Moonstar 88. They got a brand new album. They're going to be here launching their album as well. We have 2 Taco Girls, right, coming in?
Yeah, we have Yumi and May.
Okay.
And we also do have our friends from Viva Max.
Oh, Viva Max? Okay, great. Wonderful. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great and wonderful evening. Be safe on the roads. I hear it was raining a bit. It was drizzling. This morning, the thunder was ridiculous. I thought it was like something from Lord of the Rings. Like
It's been yeah.
right. The heavens were
just opened up.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was like, wait, is that my dream, or am I really hearing thunder? Because it was so bad. It woke me up. It woke me up, and nothing really wakes me up, right? And so I was like, damn. So
it's real life.
Just be safe.
But it was hot too. It was hot.
Yeah.
The whole afternoon.
Oh man, I think it was like muggy. Di ba malakit? Malakit siya eh. Yeah. All right.
So
be safe on the roads. I gotta practice my breathing technique and
middle finger.
Yeah, middle finger technique, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Good night and thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Magic 89.9.